Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, fed up with NHS waiting lists in England? You could have surgery in France instead. There's no waiting list and it's completely free. That's because the NHS is paying for some patients to be treated in Calais, thanks to a deal between a health body on the south coast and a hospital across the Channel. Around 55,000 patients in England had their operations postponed this month, while waiting times for hip or knee operations in some places are far longer than the recommended 18 weeks. Channel 4 News has followed one patient who was facing more than a year's delay for a knee replacement. Our health and social care correspondent, Victoria MacDonald, reports from Calais.
On a clear day, you can almost see France from this beach in Deal. And the day after we film him, that's where Serge Orlov will be. An NHS patient going for an NHS-funded operation, but to a hospital in Calais. It's a desperate measure for a man who is in pain from severe arthritis in both knees.
From February to the end of September was when I finally got to see my consultant who was going to carry out the surgery. And God knows how many x-rays I've had.
Quite a few.
Yeah, I've seen 3 different consultants.
MRIs.
That have all said the same.
But it became clear the operation wouldn't happen until at least March this year, and the waiting times at his local hospital were only growing ever longer.
This has been dragging on for so long. I really, really want to get it over and done with. It's quite stressful, really.
So now he's going to France, because by chance he learned that his local clinical commissioning group, or CCG, had signed a deal with Calais Hospital in 2016 to treat NHS patients.
Why isn't my GP telling me, look, if there is a delay, which there probably will be, we can offer you this? Why isn't the first consultant that I saw saying the same? The second consultant, why aren't these people telling you this? They, look, this could take 5 months. But there is another option.
And here they are, he and his wife, arriving this morning at the Calais hospital for a consultation.
Yeah, fingers crossed, eh?
Yeah.
All goes well.
Yeah.
And I get a surgery date as quickly as possible.
It's taken just over 2 weeks for the appointment. The Calais hospital will be paid at NHS rates. The patient has to cover their own travel costs. And as an added bonus, there is free parking. The NHS said that the number of patients who've opted to come here for treatment still remains very low, and they said that they hadn't seen an increase in inquiries in recent weeks because of the winter pressures. But the hospital has just told us that following a local newspaper article, they have had 140 telephone calls and emails from patients wanting to know about surgery here at this hospital.
Both my knees are arthritic.
The fact is, the waiting times for orthopaedic surgery in South Kent are as long as 25 weeks. They're meant to be 18. And they have spare capacity in this 500-bed hospital, something you would rarely hear in England. And here's something else you would never hear. The hospital director told us the only delay is the patient finding the time to come. Yet Mr. Orlov is only the 15th English patient to take this option.
Your NHS is really considered as a religious thing in the UK, and I understand why it's so hard to cross the channel and come to Calais and get some medical treatment, and we need to explain to the GP and explain to the patients how easy it is to come and to get health treatment here in Calais.
One look at Mr. Orlov's x-rays and it is agreed he does need treatment.
You have only these compartments.
Both knees will have to be replaced one after the other. So what have they told you?
They've fixed an appointment for surgery in 10 days' time.
Oh my goodness, how do you feel about that?
Well, part of me is very nervous about it, as I expect anyone would be to have any kind of surgery, but great. Sooner the better. I just want to get it over and done with.
The consultation today from beginning to end has taken just 3 hours. And now he's leaving with a date to return for the surgery that has been so long delayed.